Yeah, I'm Milo. Hope you're doing well for yourself. Today we're playing some more of the awesome little fan game. Not little, it's quite large. Donkey Kong Country, the Trilogy by André Productions. Yeah, I've been wondering when the 2.1 update would finally be published. And hey, between last stream and this one, it was. So today's stream will be done on that 2.1 update labeled the definitive edition or the final version that's going to be released. So that's nice. Yeah, before we start, let's go over some of the changes that have been publicized about this new update. After careful analysis, watching several plays around the world, and with the feedback received by messages on social networks, almost 100 corrections and improvements were made in various stages, gameplay, and others. Download now and check out the definitive version of the fan game that revolutionized the Donkey Kong Country franchise. That's the copy given in this announcement post. There's a bit more detail on a Facebook post. So this is the official Facebook page of the game project. The update was first announced in July, and all it says about the fixes are major bug fixes found in lives. So a little bit vague, but as we scroll up, slow/cropped videos bug. I haven't experienced that one, but that's apparently fixed as well. And finally, the most recent one is this announcement of the patch being released, and that's from just 4 days ago as of recording. This post is all in Portuguese. I've done a Google Translate on that, which is, I think, the same thing that Andre does, judging by like posts that I've seen. Part of this post is replicated elsewhere in English announcements, and it has the exact same wording. So I think he's writing them in Portuguese and then using Google Translate for the English and text in descriptions and stuff. Hi Gibbon, how's it going? Just going through the changes in the 2.1 patch. So it's very exciting. I was worried that this patch wouldn't come out before I'd finished playing through the game, but it's great timing for them to release it right now. So listed under these bullet points are some of the changes specifically made. These are included in the 100 corrections and improvements. Yeah, this last... where did I get this text from? Download now and check out the definitive version of the fan game. Yeah, that's from that other thing. Anyway, so as for the bullet points, this is what they say. Improved on-guard attack. Fixed bugs for enemies crossing walls. Less slippery tires. That's going to help a lot. I always have trouble with these tires. Position some enemies in new locations. General design improvements. This is a big one. Added control guidance screen when pausing the game. And pause now works properly. I couldn't get it to work properly previously, but I can consistently pause the game and leave a level now under the new patch. General gameplay improvements for each of the Kongs. Fixed video sluggishness issue. And longer reading time in Andre's room. As for these last paragraphs, these say, we know that the game still has some small bugs, but be aware that it's really hard to fix them. Be kind and try not to focus on that, which is only 1% of the game. Value the other 99% hits. We are proud to define version 2.1 as the final version. Thanks for all the support and loving messages. Have a good time. And I think that's a really well said sentiment. It's best with fan game projects like this not to focus on the little problems and the bugs and the things that are maybe different from the original games, and instead to look at the bigger picture, the majority of the game, which is really good and fun. Yeah, so with that in mind, we're going to be playing the 2.1 version now by clicking this button. All right, and capturing the window as soon as it opens. And I've imported my save file, so that's all good. Oops. Hold on a second. just hit escape, I think. And then tell it what to do. This one. Okay. Now, is it gonna... Okay, good. No? Got no video. Maybe it got a bit confused when I was full screening and stuff. We'll just launch it again. Okay. So keep an eagle eye out for changes. I think the differences might be subtle. But yeah, I wish it had released earlier, or I'd maybe delayed playing it so I could get the full game with the patched experience. But I guess this gives us a unique opportunity to do a bit of comparison. So I think all this stuff is going to be pretty similar. Of course, all these screens, presentational aspects, they're added in the 2.0 update. But yeah, this is the perfect time to play the game if you are waiting, since they said the 2.1 update is going to be the final version of the game. And it's in a great state now. I've just advanced from that screen. But I'll let this one play out. I was supposed to let them all play out. That's what I said to myself, but oh well. Revenge. This is also the area that you see in the game over screen. I expect we may have a final boss fight there. But that'll be coming in next stream, because at this point we're doing one world per stream. That's how long they take me. And always nice to see this animation again. You missed, DK, you dope. You goofus doofus. I love that insult. They used goofus doofus a lot in the show, which I noticed while recently watching through the whole thing. Oh yeah, the other fun, exciting thing that's happened since my last stream is that I published my giant pixel art. I drew 100 Kongs and 213 other characters that are related to the Kongs or friends of them and stuff. And yeah, put it all together in one huge collage. A lot of work, a lot of fun. It's been getting a few likes, which is nice. Makes me happy. All right, so thank you, Gibbon. An amazing piece it is, she says. All right, this is the new controller screen. We're going to see this in the pause menu anyway as well, but we might as well look at it now. Pay attention to the commands so you don't make mistakes, huh? Good advice. To solve problems like black borders in full screen, controls, multiplayer, or languages, access the instructions in the respective game folder. We know the game has some minor bugs, but be aware that it's really hard to fix them. Be kind and try not to focus on that which is only 1% of the game, value the other 99% hits. So that's the quote that I said before that was Google translated from the Portuguese blog post or Facebook post. So yeah, that's in the game as well, which is nice. And the bottom right corner, this is a fan-to-fan game in the mold of SNES's golden age. We are from the 1980s and we love the difficulty level of the old games. If you're not used to games from that era, you might find it a little difficult. That's also good advice and a good thing to put there. You can also see above the F5 to 8 buttons, those Kong mugshots or headshots that I was talking about, trying to trace the render sources. But yeah, all the controls are pretty much what you'd expect if you've played the SNES games. Except for the way that leaving a level works. So to pause, you hold down the start button now. This works now. And you sort of press select and start together to leave a level. And try holding them down if you can't get it to work. Yeah, so I guess that's about it. The only other thing is that you can change the Kong's color. I think I might have mentioned that in maybe one of the earliest streams, but never really bothered with it afterwards. So maybe we can have a closer look at that now that I've been reminded of it by that pause screen. Okay, so today, oh no, before I jump into World 7 actually, I want to backtrack a little bit and show you one of the changes that I definitively did notice about the 2.1 update. If you'll remember from 2 streams ago, I got very stuck and frustrated with a particular collectible. It was the DK coin in level 5-1 here. first of all, we'll just pop up here and grab this as we do. And yes, after my last stream, I also went back and grinded for more lives at that exact location. So I'm back up to over 50, which is nice. Oops. So I don't... Oh, nuts. Well, we'll get there. Shouldn't take too long. There's... I don't remember too many of the like explicit bugs that I've found so far because they're pretty minor if they exist. But this one definitely stumped me for a while. So I'm just going to show off the fact that it is fixed. There was a particular DK coin over here that was causing me trouble. And it was maybe not really a bug, but a level design quirk that has been adjusted. So it's this singer down here. Once you knock it out of the way, there was a barrel there, and I found that I could only pass by it by holding another barrel to fall through it. They've removed that barrel, and there's only the bottom barrel now. So you can easily just drop down here, grab the DK coin, which was up in that corner. So good, very good change in the 2.1 update. Love that. You can't exit the level with start and select while on a honey floor. That was the case before. That's not been changed in the 2.1 update, so we'll just chalk that up as one of the 1% of things that was too difficult to fix, and that's fine. So I'm holding start and select now. Ugh, okay, this apparently is still an issue. Trying to leave a level without having activated the Kong swap. There we go. You just have to get in a position where you can't move while swapping. It's a bit odd, but that's okay. So, very pleased to have that bug fixed for sure. But having said that, let's move on to World 7 now and get it done. Just reading those bullet points again to see if I specifically notice or will notice any of these things. Alright, so this is World 7. We had a brief look at it at the end of last stream, but there's going to be a lot of water levels, I'm sure. As well as maybe some cave levels. Yeah, maybe a waterfall. We'll see. But to start with, Wet Treasure. Oh, and we're going to get to test out that new on-guard mechanic. No, well, not mechanic, but an improved on-guard attack, whatever that means. I can tell you that it's still not the case. Oops. So I'm holding Y to move faster, and pressing B still does nothing. So that's not fixed. That's alright. Don't worry about it. You don't actually need to hold down Y to go a little bit faster. This is what I discovered last time. So you should just move freely as you want. And press Y when you want to attack. This smaller gap suggests that this is an optional area. Yep, so we got the K here. This is one of those things I've talked about a couple of times. Scaling up these pre-rendered sprites because of the higher resolution of the game now. We get a giant chomps. That's cool to see. I haven't seen an enemy being expanded to a much bigger size like that so far, I don't think. Oh wow, On God actually defeated that Flotsam during the runaway animation. That's cute. Aww, we're losing On God already. What's that Squidge doing? Oh, it's a pursuit Squidge. So this is a Croctopus chase, but with a Squidge. Okay, so it just goes straight up. It's not going to follow us. And I still don't know where that sound effect's from. If you do know, let me know. Oop! Dodge out of the way. And by the way, yes, this game does have an air meter mechanic, unfortunately. That's okay. Now how do we get in there? There's going to be an intangible wall somewhere. We just need to find it. Possibly from above. If we get there. That looks like a cavity. Yeah, maybe? Ah, Squidge, I forgot. Go away. Oh no, the breath. And this time, Nibbler's chasing us. Oh, I ran out of air and I died. Great, fantastic. Oh well. Water levels, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna make them fun? Nobody has ever mastered this. I think maybe Rayman Origins comes the closest. So are they recycling the Angry Nibbler mechanic? No, they're not. This is not the companion Nibbler from DKC3, Fish Food Frenzy. This is always Angry Nibbler chasing you down slowly. Oh, oh boy. Just trying to rub against some walls to get through, but no dice. I shouldn't have gone for the balloon, it was a trap. Sacrificing progress for an extra life. Doesn't seem worth it when I have 53. Oh well. So. Not to start on the conversational topics too soon, but how are you doing, Gibbon? I'm not having a good day, to be honest. What? Oh, it got close when I wasn't looking. Oh, trapped bananas. Jerk. Yeah, so I tried to dye my hair and I didn't follow the instructions properly, so the color didn't take, which means I wasted the money to order it, the time I was waiting for it to arrive in the post, and my entire morning of having applied it and done all the most of the procedure. And at the end of it, the only thing that's green is my scalp and my fingertips. So I'm pretty upset about that. I was supposed to have lovely green hair by this time, but it's no good. So now I have to get more dye or try something else. I don't know. How should I get that DK coin? Do you think it's going to circle back around? I can always revisit the level, I suppose. I've done it often enough. Yeah, with the right timing, you can just slip through there. Whoops, I forgot about Shuri. Oh! Oh, okay. What's that good for then? It'll let me not worry about Nibbler for a bit, but I've already checked all those alcoves back there. Oh, and now I've run out. I do like seeing these giant sharks. It's a bit more realistic, really. The size of a shark compared to a gorilla, I suppose. Well, some sharks. Sharks get really huge, you know, great whites and all that. Oh, great. It's hanging around there. Come on, buddy. Okay, cool. You do get a little bit of a pause. Oh, I don't know. Down here? No. It's kind of my least favorite mechanic is, oh, some of these walls don't count, so you just have to try them randomly and some will let you through. It's not very fun. What it really boils down to is another trial and error mechanic, which I always hate in games. Oh, ugh, nuts. Oh. That was close. No, it actually exploded. Oh no! Yeah, in DKC3 there's a no Nibbler sign. Oh, it's... There's a no crackshot or like crosshair sign that's metal and different to the wooden ones. I don't remember if Nibbler had a wooden one. Anyway, it doesn't make Nibbler explode in Fish Food Frenzy. They just stay there. They stay on the other side of it while you swim on to the ending. Gibbon says, surprise ending squid trap. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. DKC, especially the original one, often like to have like a surprise trap at the end. I'm thinking some of the cave stages or mine stages had like a clap trap right at the end that would just jump out and nab you right when you thought you were home free. Alright. And I haven't seen evidence of the bonus barrel either. We know the DK barrel is... we know the DK coin is back there. We just don't know how to get it. And as long as I could find the G, that'll be good. if I do that. Ah. That one's not even a surprise at this point. There's that detail again, which I like. Ugh! Is that when you're swimming upwards, your swimming sprite angles upwards. It's a cool detail for this fan game. Well, it's going to be another long one. Settle in, people. That's why I started a bit earlier, so I knew I would go a long time. I should have gone for that, yeah. Oh well, we can actually, if we're fast enough, I think get past all these sherries. Yep, we're good. But now our air is running out. Oh. Okay, so when I swapped Kongs, I actually got a reset on my air meter, I think. That's nice. And I can hear the DK barrel from over here, but I can't reach it yet. Ugh. Oh, there's the bonus! If I'd gone a bit to the left, I would have seen it. But I stayed on the right during my last descent. So can I get up through the ceiling? No, apparently not. Maybe through this wall? I tried. No dice. Oh, maybe from above or something. Oh, that's tricky. Alright, we'll keep hugging those walls and we'll see. At least that gives us a lead to look into. Lurchins. Oh! Did I miss an air bubble? Quick, quick, quick. Oh, thank goodness. Nice. Okay, hugging walls, hugging walls. There's a dip here. Nope, no good. Maybe I'll get Nibbler destroyed by this and then backtrack. That'll be nice. Yeah, cool. Now we'll check out some alcoves. It's gotta be... let's go back for that air real quick. Damn air meters. Wasn't there an item in Cranky or Funky's shop? It had to be Funky's shop. It was a Tropical Freeze that had the air meter. That would like... There was a special item that would extend the air meter or make you... maybe not. I do know that... Oops! Well, there we go. Funky doesn't have an air meter. That's one thing. I'm gonna hit the banana. So level cleared. That's fine. Now we can exit if we want. And we have the Kong letters. Just have to do another quick run through and yeah, try and get those collectibles. This is 100% playthrough. Despite being quite casual and yeah, showing lack of skill, I suppose. Or do you go faster holding Y? No, you don't. Okay, who wants to hug some walls? Everybody needs a hug from time to time. Oops. It's even harder to explore an underwater stage when you've got that timer ticking away all the time. Gonna yell at you. I wonder what was wrong with On Guard's lunge attack that had to be fixed. Whoa! He still does do automatic lunges if there's an enemy in the way. That was a mechanic in at least 3. I don't know if it was in 2. I don't remember. Probably was. Don't know if it was in 1. That's the thing. As I've said, I'm a lot more familiar with 2 and 3 than 1, having grown up with 2 and 3 on my own SNES. 1 I only played later. That was the right choice, you know? 2 and 3 are definitely the highlights of the series. 1 is good, but more as a proof of concept. Is that denigrating it too much? Sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay. Cool. So that's that. Easy enough. And that's out of the way now. Bit of a relief. So now we enter the Nibbler phase of the level. As with a lot of levels in this fan game, at the halfway point they transition into a different kind of thing happening, which is nice. Gives you even more variety as you play through the game. But that bonus barrel is not going to pop up for a little bit, so we can just rush through the next part. Oops! Oh, that is the ultimate trap. It gets me every time. Oh no! I keep wondering what has been changed in the previous worlds. Even if I went back on my own time and played through all of them again, all the other old levels, I wonder if I would even notice. It might be so minor that it escapes my attention. If there's one thing I hope they fixed, it's that throwing the TNT barrel at that wall in that ice cave level with all the moving platforms. That was a huge hassle. I just couldn't get the angle right with Kiddy Kong for whatever reason. Alright, so it's here. Just slip back up here. Try and pass through one of these walls. No. Maybe I can get up higher up. Whoa, okay. Bit of a camera glitch there. Not there, okay. I just need Nibbler to move a little, please. Okay, oh! Got too close. It's that wall or somewhere around there, because the bonus barrel's just below that. At least there's only one bonus per stage. That's a mercy. You know, I do wonder what these unlock. We know there's 8 worlds in the game, and each world has 5 levels, and the game was advertised as having 40 levels, which doesn't suggest that there's a lost world of more levels to play afterwards. For all I know, the collectibles are just bragging rights, but I do enjoy doing 100% playthroughs of the DKC games, and that's often my default. And it's good for me to archive these streams showing off everything in the game that I can, because this game's relatively new and hasn't been documented too well yet, I guess. Although even the DK Bay, which is older, hasn't... Oh no, it did. I think it did have a 100% playthrough, like in many parts on YouTube. So yeah, that's covered. That's good. Alright. This time, I'll not die. That's the plan. Have you ever dyed your hair before, Gibbon? I know you have some piercings. Oh yes, I thought you might have. What colors have you done? I'd like to hear your tales of dye. Alright. Several times. Blue, green, red, black, white. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. All at once? No. It doesn't seem like it's here. Oh, there it is, just above that Shuri. Very tricky. I must have slipped just past it on the last time I tried. Oh, and purple once as well. That sounds lovely. What was your favorite? I don't know if you heard my story before. Given sometimes splits her attention between different streams. I tried to dye my hair this morning and I messed it up. I think I washed it out too early, so it didn't take. So, yeah. Failed dye job. My hair is still its default color. Oh, okay. Can I leave, please? No, it's not. Doesn't want to let me. I'll show you this screen. You can just hold down the start button to get here. And then... yeah, it doesn't want me to leave the level. And to leave this screen, you actually have to press P on the keyboard. It really wants you to be sure that you want to unpause the game. Never mind. Well, now that I've died, that's fine. That gets me out of the level. And I've got everything. What color? Yeah, green. I have quite dark brown hair. So my plan was to get the brightest green that they have. And then, like, even if my hair didn't end up the bright green that it's supposed to with this dye, because I wasn't going to bleach it, it would still end up, like, dark green. I even, like, searched online to see if this would work, and I luckily found a blog post by someone who had done just that with hair, kind of similar to mine, and I think the end result looked really good on her. So I was going to try that. Yeah. Yeah, you'll need to bleach it for best effect. Yeah, I didn't want to take that additional step on my first try at dyeing my hair, so maybe just leave it in longer. Well, that was my problem. I washed it out too early. So next time, I'm going to try it again, and I will leave it in longer. Yes. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for the advice. Gibbon once did a combo of blue and black and looked really great. Matched with a friend. That sounds awesome. So have you bleached yours as well? Is that easy to do? I feel like a real novice with this. Anyway, here's Andre. Whoa, you deserve all my respect. Oh, wow. I've never seen anyone hold the air underwater as much as you. Okay. Well, I can't do it as well as I used to, apparently. I know it was very difficult to get here, therefore I will reveal a super secret. It will be dark soon, and you'll probably be in a very dangerous place. There is a secret wall, but not just any wall. It's a wall of thorns. Behind a red bee, you can cross and look for something invisible. Wow, this might be actually useful advice for once. And that's not just what's invisible there. There is another invisible item that will take a lot of dedication to find. Secret revealed. If you're smart like me, you'll find it. Now I'm going to finish my project here. Lord Louis Silver bless you. That looks like a really nice chair that he's sitting on, by the way. Nice gamer chair. I bought a new desk chair recently. It's not the most expensive one, but it's a lot better than my old one. It's actually, yeah. Okay, great climb. Here's our next level. Gibbon says that she has bleached her hair. And relatively As in, I was worried it would be difficult, and she said it's relatively... Alright, let's check out these new tires. Oh yeah, that felt good. I like that. I think that has been improved. Oh, okay, ghost ropes are back. But first, there's a Tnt Barrel here that I might want to work with. Oh, jumping clamp-ons. Sweet jumping clamp-ons. Whoop. Ah. I figured I'd push that up against the wall and maybe get a result. I'll go up here first, I guess. Oh, that guitar sounds awesome. What is this branching paths nonsense? Interesting. Okay. Nothing significant yet. By the way, these barrels should have a little jet of flame underneath them. Didn't fix that in 2.1. Oh well. Like it said, we're not going to nitpick those little 1% of things. That's very unfair. Okay. Whoa. Ooh. Oh, okay, I get it. First we'll deal with this guy. Whoop. Ah! Ah! Never mind. I figured I needed to team throw up there after bouncing, but I wanted to kill the cruncher first, but I didn't manage it. Looks like there's just some coins there, but it might be something more. Ooh, just caught that. Ah! Whoa. So one of the big gimmicks here, I guess, is the enemy spawners, those barrels. Big feature in the original DKC. And DK Land, I guess. You had the snake jaws. Oops. Ooh, Gibbon says, Milo, are you excited about the new DKC cartoons? I am. I'm very excited. They look amazing. This is somebody on Twitter who, I don't remember their name, but they said on April 1st that they were going to create more Donkey Kong Country cartoons. And we weren't sure what that meant, but they came back now and said, did you think I was joking about this? No. Here's a preview. And they showed a clip of some really nice looking animation, very smooth, of, yeah, new adventures in the world of the Media Lab DKC cartoon, the CGI animated one. This one's more traditional animated though, but yeah, it looks really good. Not the same style as the original, but that's okay. Whoa, so that's a shortcut there, it looks like. Oh, no, this is not a place I've been before. Nice. So that's that out of the way. Yeah, I was excited as well to see like new stuff that they'd added. I always like that kind of thing. By which I mean, there was a shot of the pirate characters sort of singing and dancing, and Cruncher was there, which means they're adding new characters that weren't originally in the show. We've seen a couple of Crunchers in this level already. Yeah, but they fit perfectly in Captain Scurvy's crew, of course. Oh. Yeah. It's always been like DK Vine fanon that after the events of DKC2, Clubber would have gone off and created a crew of Kremling mutineers. Oops. Wow, I got a super extended roll out of that and ended up running into the Spiny over there. And yeah, that the Kremling pirate faction would survive the downfall of Captain K. Rool, even though we don't see him again. And they would unite under Clubber while others would follow Chaos as of DKC3. Which is an interesting idea. Oops. Gibbon says, on their YouTube, they have some short test animations of the same scene as they make more progress on their style. And I think one thing that's really neat is that they added a lot of background characters in scenes. So it won't be just be like the 10 main cast members. There'll be background extras. Yeah, cool. So that's like the Cruncher thing I noticed. They're going to have more characters like that. So this is a fake bonus barrel. I'm not going to get fooled again. Won't get fooled again. Oh, okay. Getting all the bananas in that DK configuration gave me an extra reward. Return style of a life balloon. Yeah, that's great to hear. That's one thing about that cartoon. It was quite barren because of how they did it and, you know, budget and all that. They couldn't model too many things at once and with technology at the time as well. That had to be an optional part down there. All right, I'm going to go check it. This is really interesting level design that's quite unlike what you see most of the time in the original DKCs. Very branching and yeah, sort of maze-like. Anyway, Elf. Yeah, so it was a limitation of the time that they couldn't have that many characters. It also limited the scripts sometimes. I remember reading that they were unable to model a character picking up an object. So they rarely had other objects there. And when they did, it was either like sitting there or there would be a shot of a character holding it. But you couldn't show them in the act of picking it up. It was impossible with their modeling and animating technology. I guess because, at least for the Media Lab seasons, they were based directly on motion capture, and what they would do was just modify the model that they were animating. Oh boy! So that it was holding something. Was this the path to the end? No, this is a different one. Aha, the real bonus. Very good, very good. Yeah, it'll be good to see them being a bit more interactive and stuff. More fluid too. It's actually another really funny thing about the Media Lab seasons is occasionally... Oh, that's interesting. The marked out coin stayed there after I got it. That must be a 2.1 feature. And where is that DK barrel? I hear it, but I do not see it. Oh, it's down there. Must be a previous part of the level. Yeah, so occasionally, I don't remember this happening in Season 3, which is after they switched animation companies to, I don't remember the name, Guang Huang, I think. It's based in Hong Kong, from memory? Maybe not. Anyway. Oh, maybe it's over here. Yeah, anyway, sometimes they had slight 2D animated things, specifically when a character's shadow was doing something. So there was one where, like, Clubber... sorry, not Clubber. Crusher was, like, dancing or something, and you saw, like, very smoothly moving shadow on the wall. Or there was one with Kung Fu, actually, his only appearance. I don't remember the name of the episode, but I think the episode's called Kung Fu, actually. But anyway, in that episode, he's supposed to, like, demonstrate his sick martial arts moves. And what's that? The G. How do I get there? And yeah, it does that because the animation was a little bit limited, I guess, or the motion capture person couldn't do the kinds of moves they wanted. But yeah, you saw it sort of in silhouette projected on the wall. And so there were a couple of examples of that. And that's basically the shadow was done via traditional 2D animation that they then sort of projected onto the virtual space of the CG environment. So yeah, that is an example of 2D animation in the CG animated show. Okay. Brambles, that'll be coming up. So that'll be what André was telling me about. And yeah, there's multiple ways to get to the exit. But I still didn't find the DK coin. Oh yes, I did. It was one of the first things I got. No worries. So now I just need to get the K. So we did pretty well on that level, actually. Gibbon asked, didn't Kung Fu have like 2 appearances? No, I've just rewatched the show, or watched it for the first time, actually. Apart from a couple episodes. And yeah, he only shows up once. His debut episode is also his final appearance. Alright. Maybe it's got to do with that TNT barrel. There's not much other use for it, is there? Maybe I could use it to destroy that spawner, actually. That was a thing in DKC1. Oh. Oh, it worked, as long as I throw it, not just rubbing against it. But I hoped that would reveal a K, and it didn't. So, still gonna be looking. Yeah, you could check Mario Wiki to confirm, but I'm pretty sure Kung Fu only showed up once. And so did Baby Kong, I think. There's one time in an early episode where DK gets babyfied, but Baby Kong as a separate character was a one and done deal. However, Candy Clone did have several appearances. I think maybe 3. This is the robotic Candy Kong that K. Rool was inexplicably able to create. It wasn't even K. Rool doing it, because he enters a room where Clump and some critters had been working on this robot clone. It's very strange. Like, how did Clump have the nous to create a realistic robot that perfectly mimics Candy Kong in almost every way? Very strange. Most of the other time, their technology is nowhere near that advanced. Most of the time. Alright. Only a K. Where is the K? It wasn't in that one cruncher spot. Oh, we can do that to get up there. But we don't need to. Given how open this level is, it makes it a bit more difficult to go hunting for specific things like this. Oh, okay. Really hard to beat a clinger. You can bop them sometimes, but it's tricky. Ah, screw you. I feel like I should have seen it by now. Was there another spot that I saw earlier and couldn't get to? Oops. That must be the alternate path, yeah. Come to think of it. I think it's Chainlink Chamber in DKC2. Had a few split paths, but they weren't very long. And then they would join up again. I think this might be the... There we go. I knew it was that TNT barrel. Okay, it's probably easiest to go to the pause screen and then hold start and select, because that'll stop you accidentally moving around from the character swap animation. Okay. Let's save again, why not? Alright. Level 3. 7-3. Skillful Aviator. Oh no. I know where this is going. I saw this in a trailer. Yep. We're actually going to use, for the first time, in a level this, like, plane. In DKC 1, Funky's Flights was this plane essentially, but with a barrel in the middle. I guess it's been improved. Ah! This reminds me of nothing so much as DKC 2 GBA had mini games. One of which was flying around Funky's gyrocopter from 3 in a brambly environment, doing different missions for him. What? Purple Rain? No, Chocolate Rain. Gibbon says, the mix of music from different games sure does strange things to my brain. I think there's something stranger going on here, actually. It's Sticker Brush Symphony mixed with Chocolate Rain. That's amazing. Alright, so Andre said that there would be kind of a false wall that you could fly through, or you could go through, where there was a red bee. This might be it, because I see the O there, and I don't know if there's another way to get in there. Use my invincibility to just test that. No, it looks like I get around from above there. Others feel the pain, chocolate rain. Mixing on the radio, chocolate rain. That's amazing. Oops. That reminds me very much of a Siva Gunner kind of remix that would maybe put the Flintstones theme into some other game's sound font. For all I know, this was taken from Siva Gunner. Okay, what's the deal? This, by the way, moves quite freely. I guess a bit like those particular barrels in DKC2 that you could move, once you're in them, you could move them in any direction for a limited time. It's faster than that and there's a bit of, like, momentum to it when you let go. But I guess it's not unprecedented. It's just very strange to have a whole level where you're just freely flying around. Normally, you know, Squawks has control quirks. Oops! Yeah, it's tricky though. But yeah, that is unusual, the music. Considering that, as far as I can recall, the whole rest of this game has been, you know, just reusing tracks from elsewhere in the series. Maybe this is the B where I can pass through the wall. I feel like I almost did there if I just get the spacing right. There was one bit that just didn't hurt me. So we're going to try that again. Does holding B... No, like on guard, holding Y does not change your momentum at all. All the other buttons do nothing. So we're just flying around. Yep, there it is. This is our secret area, and Andre challenged us to find a certain... Okay, so there's the bonus barrel. But I think the way he was talking, there might be another secret collectible in there. Luckily, it's right at the start of the level, so it's easy to get back there and try it out again. Flying around on this plane, that's really cool. It's quite a novelty. But yeah, check out DKC2 GBA, people. Try those minigames, they're fun. Some of them. Bag of Bug, maybe not so much. Alright, so... Oop. Let's go back and check exactly what Andre said. And by the way, as we saw in the patch notes, these speech bubbles now last longer in 2.1. So that gives a bit more time to read them. But I can't advance them manually because this is a movie file in the game's files. So here's the super secret. It'll be dark soon. A secret wall, a wall of thorns. Yep, found it. Behind a red bee, you can cross and look for something invisible. So that's the bonus barrel, and I got that. And that's not just what's invisible there. There's another invisible item that will take a lot of dedication to find. And he said that's not just what's invisible there. That sort of implies that it's in that same location, but it might be in a different place. I don't know. All right, so Gibbon's done the detective work. Found it. It is indeed Silver Gunner, or Gilversunner, you know, whatever. There's many names for that channel. Oops, ran right into it again. Thanks for looking that up. Yeah, so like the actual uploads by Silver Gunner usually don't give away the joke, but there is a Silver Gunner wiki which tracks all the tracks that all the songs that they've made, the mashups and stuff, and can tell you the origins and stuff. So yeah, good to know. Good to know. I should try and drop that link in the YouTube description actually. How do I get that link? Because I normally do it from my other computer. I'll just click it now. If I need to get back to it, I'll be able to later. It's called Sticker Bush Symphony, unused version. Please read the channel description. Man, Silver Gunner. There was a time when every day I would check the channel and like listen to like all the stuff that they were putting up. So that's in a later part of the level there that I've got to before. It will take a lot of dedication to find. A lot of these surfaces are deadly, so you do have to be careful. Like so. Alright. Maybe he meant that it's somewhere else in the level. Because I can't... It's quite a small little room, and I feel like I've been to all the corners. So... yeah. Oh! Yeah, see. Yeah, that's true. So there was an original channel that uploaded video game music, direct rips, good quality, called Gilversunner, and Silver Gunner is the parody that does, like, it's pretending to be real video game music rips, but then there's always a joke to them, some kind of mashup element, that kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. Some really high quality music editing being done there. But yeah, what I was referring to was that there's like multiple fake names that the channel uses, and one of them is actually Gilversunner, but with instead of the L, it's a capital I, so it's Gilversunner. And so Silver Gunner was like the original name for it, but Silver Gunner is also a variant with a capital I instead of the L in that. So yeah, it's a bit convoluted, but yeah, good to know. This is a good one too. I'm enjoying this. Oops. Ugh. Alright. So this is just bananas. How do we get over there though? I haven't been over there, have I? Oh man. The layout is confusing me a lot right now. Slip up here. Do I backtrack for that? Like, we saw the O before we saw the K. Yeah, okay, so we'll go down from here to get to there. Okay. Tell you what, having like arbitrary movement is actually pretty cool. Sure beats like Squawks's kind of flappy, erratic movement. Especially in Animal Antics. You know how last stream I was talking a lot about the Japanese language blog post that was a review of 11 different DKC2 strategy guides? Well, one of the things that was often brought up in those reviews, they were quite short, often bullet points just like, you know, this one is good about secret locations, this one doesn't cover the Lost World, that kind of thing. They often made mention of Animal Antics and what advice the guides had for the particular trouble spots in, and like Squawks' section in particular in Animal Antics, which is called, I think it's called Animal Ride in Japanese, or Animal Land. Maybe it's Animal Land. That is the name of that level in the Japanese version. Okay. There's a lot of great Silver Gunner tracks. If you ask me to like tell you a good one off the top of my head, I would really struggle. But one that just comes to mind for no reason whatsoever is they did one of Star Road from Super Mario World. Which I cannot summon other tunes while another tune is playing in my ears, so I couldn't tell you how it goes. Hey, lovely. But the idea of this mashup joke track was that after a certain point, you know, it plays the real thing for like 20 seconds, but then it starts phasing in a different thing, and it starts doing David Bowie's Starman in the same, with the same instruments that were playing the Super Mario World track, which is the shtick. And it's very funny and very well done. So it's like, hold on a second. No, the music's still playing. How does Star Road go? Oh, I saw the exit, but there's a lot more level to go before I get there, apparently. And speaking of mashups, Chocolate Rain's a very good song. Kind of a viral song, I guess, that was just like one guy singing it. Did he write it, or was it another song? Is it, I don't know, whatever. What I was gonna say was that there's a cool mashup of it on Neil Cicieriega's one of his Mouth albums. I don't remember which one now, but he combines it with a lot of like ambient sound and also lines spoken by Roy Batty. What's the actor in Blade Runner? Anyway, it's called Tears in Chocolate Rain. And it adds a lot of atmosphere to the track because I like the guy's voice a lot and the lyrics, but it sounds like a lot more dramatic when in this version. Ooh, okay. Gibbon's telling me that the Nier Replicant event is now live in Nier Reincarnation, which we have both been playing, a mobile phone RPG set in the Nier series at some point. Unclear chronologically when, but yeah, it's a good little mobile game. It's got all those things you'd expect, the energy system and the gacha and everything. But yeah, I think it's well done. And there's been a bunch of crossovers so far, of course. The first crossover events were Nier Automata themed. And then there's just been extra stuff based on the characters in the game, which is good too, because I've gotten attached to the original characters and stories that are told in the game itself. Oh boy. But yeah, of course, to promote the new Nier Replicant re-release, there's an event there with those characters that's now live. Given says, I'm not sure it's actually possible to run out of energy. Well, for the first month of its English language launch, they were running an event where everything took half stamina, and I think that's over now. So you might find you use more than you did before. But yeah, like exploration gives you a lot, and they really throw stamina refills at you, which I have never used one of so far. But I've recently been doing like some grinding and stuff. Oh, and I discovered that I could do, like I should have known that I could, but I guess I never tried before, the main quests on a harder difficulty and get like new rewards for them and stuff. So I've just started doing that for the first time, and I found what is it, Dark Memories events and like chapters and things that you unlock by doing that, and I don't know what that is, and I'm trying to figure it out right now. Like I found there's some optional quests you can do, and they're very hard under Dark Memories. And then there's summon tickets, which I think, yeah, they're under at the very end of the list of chapter summons. But then it's like at some point it said you can get new versions of characters, which you can see on the Dark Memories quest page. And I think that was a little bug. It did scroll just off screen and it wasn't actually shooting its projectiles. Yeah, see? Nothing's falling down. Works for me. And like by doing the quest, you get all these materials to upgrade unique weapons, but I haven't got the unique weapons and I don't know how to get them. Yeah. Anyway, that's just a little side thing. I'm probably not going to play the game for much longer because there's other games to play and stuff. But they're soon going to add chapter 12 to the game, which is the end of the first arc of the story. That's not in there yet, but I'm just holding out for that, and I'm still playing every day until that happens, and I can complete the story and find out what happens to blank and spoiler. Gibbon says, God, I've got like 1 million stamina refills. Yes, hard mode does net you more story, says Gibbon. More story, better versions of characters, like the best non-event version of characters. Yeah, how do you get them? Tell me. How do you get those character versions? I've just discovered hard mode, so maybe if I play more, it will be revealed. Okay, making good progress here. This is 7.4, automatic scaffolding. Oh wow, lots of effects here. Oh, okay, we're in Castle Crush, great. Except on the cliffside with a moving wooden platform. It's the castle stage music though from DKC2, which is always lovely. Very dramatic. What's that? Oh, okay. But yeah, this is a good setup for a platforming level, although autoscrollers, can be annoying if you know them well. It's just a lot of waiting, but they can set up these like timing-based challenges, like the Neckies there were acting like the crooks do in the original stage. And now Bazooka is doing the same. Now, should I hang on to this? It'll let me get those coins at least, and maybe a shortcut. Yeah, that's what it was for. This game, as you've seen, does hide things sometimes behind a wall, but usually you'll have to break that down with a Tnt Barrel. The original game, Donkey Kong Country, you were able to break walls with different kinds of barrels, but I think in this game it's only TNT, or at least they'll give you a TNT if you need to break a wall. I don't know if it's possible to break them with something else. Whoa! Tried to slip under there, too late. Tell me, Gibbon, how do you get the characters and the unique weapons? That's really cool, by the way. That background lighting effect spreading out in the lake. Also, if you pay attention, when there's no foreground obscuring it, you can see as part of the background another giant statue of K. Rool, which is a feature that we've seen a few times in different stages. I was watching the trailer for 2.1, and I think maybe they added one to the patch, or maybe I forgot, or I haven't seen it yet, but there was a K. Rool statue made out of honey in a honeycomb, in a zinger hive stage. Yeah. So that's a thing. So this will let me get 2 coins, but if I keep it longer, I'll be able to get that life balloon easier. Although I was able to get the life balloon just by, you know, quickly leaping over the tops of those cliff faces. But why don't we make it easier on ourselves? Boink. Although I do wonder if there's something hidden in that middle one behind that zinger. I'll bet there is. We'll do that next time. Maybe an invisible bonus barrel. Nice. Didn't get me much though. Don't want to risk it. Oh, the barrel's coming up with me. Okay. Oh, oh my gosh! I can't believe that worked. That's not even what I was trying to do, but what I was trying to do, I would have been too slow. Oh no, the Necki actually broke that barrel. Okay, so what's the deal here? Oh! Oh! I didn't even expect that. Wow. I'm lucky. Yeah, I lucked into that, didn't I? Okay, cool, cool, cool. One of the most satisfying things I think about Castle Crush was that as the castle floor advanced upwards, oh, lovely. It would defeat zingers that were hovering there. So you're avoiding them, and that's the challenge. But then after you've avoided them and the floor keeps advancing up, you had this satisfaction of all the zingers being destroyed with that lovely sound effect. These seem to be DKC1 style zingers, I think. There was more yellow on the sprite in 2. They've also got the sounds from 1, I think. They have a different defeat sound. It's higher pitched in 1. How can I defeat those 2 zingers? I'm gonna damage boost past them. Oops. Oh, that's not happening. Get back there. No! I don't think I would have enough time anyway, actually. Oh, okay. So what about... Yeah, okay, there was nothing there, I guess. I'll just hold on to this. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Whoops. Okay, well I know how to get that now. I hope Gibbon didn't explain to me how to get the best non-event versions of characters, because that's the last chat log I have over here. Sometimes Twitch chat is a bit buggy, but yeah. Alright. So we're going to hold on to this until we can bust those zingers up. Yeah, unlike Castle Crush, the enemies don't come up on the floor as it advances. Yes, Gibbon has her attention split between playing the Near Reincarnation event and reading the new Battletoads issue, which is also out now. You can get that free at Comixology. Dang. I have to let the timer run out. Oh well, I'll try and get that again. Well, I don't want to make too many demands on your time, Gibbon. Oh no! Oh, we've advanced past that point now. Oh, rude. But hey, that nets us the DK coin and the bonus as long as we can go back and get it. Which means we're only missing 2 letters. Gosh, this level's so atmospheric. I love it. Ah, that's okay. We'll get another chance. You can tell me later about that near thing. Yeah, take that. Yeah, these are definitely the DKC1 Zinger sprites. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. Just gotta get everything without missing any stars. I thought maybe there'd be more stars than you need. That's sometimes the case. I'm thinking of a particular roller coaster bonus in 2. Yeah, we're getting a good view of that statue in the background, by the way. You can see it illuminated when there's a lightning flash. Awesome. Well, now it's hidden, but it's there. It's back there. Okay. What's that arrow for? Ow! I don't know. Maybe it's telling you to turn back after... Yeah, that might be it. Whoa! That is something Castle Crush did, is combining these clampons with spinies. And they're putting bristles in here instead, but because they're not landing on the floor and continuing, it's a bit less of a hazard. Which is good. Oh, those are rough. Should wait for them to turn around and roll through the back. I didn't know if it would keep going though. Automatic scaffolding. So N and G. Haven't seen them yet. Oops. Never know when you need a good barrel. Oop. Oh. To get the Dark Memories characters, you have to evolve the weapon you got to stage 11. So the weapon that you originally got during the first, like, quest completion thing. Okay, that makes sense. Oh. Evolve. I've never evolved a single weapon. It uses a lot of materials. Oh, but the ones that you get are low tier, so they're using lower tier materials to upgrade, so I guess it wouldn't be as bad. Yeah. Is my internet being dodgy, or is the stream not coping well with the rain effects on this level? Oh no, it's improved a bit. Oops. Oh well. Those mini zingers are pretty troublesome in the next part. Thanks for the tip, Gibbon. Evolve the weapon you got to stage 11. Okay. And the materials that you get help with the higher stage evolutions, maybe? I've never done an evolution, so I'll have to try it out. Whew, that was close. Oh, that was weird. That shouldn't have happened. Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah, okay. I tried to go for the further one because I thought there might be some kind of collectible over here that I might want. Still can't see it. We know that sometimes these can be hidden. Oh, there it is. Jeez. Okay. Oh, no! Run! Got it. Oof. So I don't have to worry so much about searching all the nooks and crannies. Oh! I gotta try this out. I'm guessing that reverses the direction of the floor for a bit? Yeah, okay. Interesting. The old minus barrel. Which way to go? Ah, which way? Ah, to the G. Lovely. That'll give us everything. Oof. This might actually be a shorter stream. Even if I finish this world early, I don't think I'll get through World 8 in a timely fashion. But there's me speaking too soon. Watch me get owned in carts without belts. But first, a quick save. Well, a fast, normal save. Quick saves is a different thing. I don't have those. By the way, I remember being on this screen before and thinking, oh, how do I go to the trophy gallery? I realized that maybe this screen is the trophy gallery, but I'm not sure. It kind of implies, given the shape of them, that there might be other things, but I haven't seen evidence of, like, achievements or anything. That's how quickly a kill plane can happen in this game. So how are you supposed to get that? Team throw? Roll jump? I guess so. Oh. Okay. DK and Diddy, when they jump, they're more separated than I would have expected, but this is one of the minecart stages where instead of jumping with the minecart, you jump away from it. Oh boy. And then you catch up to it again. That's cute. DKC didn't really do that much. Oh! Autoscrollers. The barrel didn't break. Is it supposed to break? Also, what would happen if I didn't hit that barrel? Oof. Get some short reaction times on this. Even with the widescreen. Which I love, by the way. Okay, you can go under that one. I wonder if the larger character's hitboxes hit it. That has... Oh! Oh! There was something there. Might have just been a banana bunch. Oops. Maybe it spawns more zingers. I'm gonna try not getting that barrel in the first the start of the level. Right. What happens? Oh! An alternate path. Okay. Of course jumping wouldn't help you get over that gap, because that's not the mechanic in this level. Let's go that bottom path. Oh! What? I thought it continued. Alright, so you have to hit it or you die. Okay. I can dig that. I can cope with this. I swear when I jumped, like, the cart kept going. Maybe it was just going at a trajectory into the pit. Alright, no worries. So getting those barrels repairs sections of the track. And by hitting that cross barrel later, that damages part of the track, I guess. In the original use of the tick and cross barrels, that would either open or close a gate on a roller coaster in DKC2. But it was more merciful there, because if you run into a gate, you lose a Kong, but here the consequence is that you fall in a pit and lose both Kongs. I did try to roll through that, but apparently my hitbox decided I was jumping on it. But it worked, I guess, so that's fine. See that? It's the O. Oh! Oh, nuts. Oh! See, I thought it was a DK barrel. That's my problem. Ooh, Gibbons giving a review of the Battletoads comics. Having just finished reading issue 3, the final installment of this free comic book miniseries from IDW, available today at comixology.com, based on the Delilah and Rare game Battletoads, open parentheses, 2020, close parentheses. And the review goes as such. Overall, these comics were very, I don't know, maybe the Sea of Thieves comics and Cracklestone have spoiled me, but there's not a lot of substance to the Battletoads issues. Fun read though, and I suppose that's what matters. Interesting. Maybe you can't roll. What? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I should get on to reading that. That sounds good. I remember I got an email like a week ago or more saying, oh, your Battletoads comic pre-order, because I kind of pre-ordered even though it's free, will be ready to read on X date. And I was like, that's a while away. Why don't you just tell me on the date? But no, apparently they didn't see fit to tell me on the date. They just told me like a week before, and then I forgot about it. Great going. But yeah, the first two, I'd agree with that. It's like a bit insubstantial, but fun. Oh god. They're so fast. It's like they're trying to replicate the high degree of difficulty in the minecart stages in DKC1. You know that they actually adjusted the speed of the minecarts in DKC1 between different regions and revisions of the cartridge. So some versions of the game, the minecarts run slower, which means you have more time to react to obstacles, but actually makes some jumps a lot harder to do, because the cart's going slower, so you have to jump later, so there's a narrower timing window to do the jump. Yeah, so that's tricky. Ooh, yeah, I remembered that was there. Oh my god. No! How did that hit me? Okay. Calm down, people. And by people, I mean me. Well, I got a lot of drop frames. Is that all because of the rain? OBS tells you how many frames your stream has dropped, and it's 1.4% right now. Which doesn't sound like much, but at 30 frames a second, 2,000 frames is like a minute? Maybe? My maths might be off on that. Okay, what's 2,000, say 400 divided by 3? 800. So 800 seconds. Well, 60 seconds is minutes, so it's more like 10 minutes. I've dropped 10 minutes of footage over an hour and a half, I guess. 1% of 90 minutes is... No, 1 minute. Oh man, sorry, math's bad. This is not going well. But hey, this is not a math stream, this is a Donkey Kong Country stream. I might be slightly better at Donkey Kong Country than I am at arithmetic. That doesn't sound right, says Given. Yeah. Oh. You rumbled me, yeah. That's weird. It's almost like because the minecart's still on screen, you can't roll through enemies. It sort of thinks you're jumping on them no matter what you do because you're technically in a minecart. Ugh, sorry. Hold on. Okay, this next attempt is going to be silent on my part. I'm not going to speak to distract myself. That way, I will actually pass it. That's right, a guaranteed pass. That's my promise. Huh, the roll worked that time. I guess recoils just have weird hitboxes. Ugh. Oh. And when you land back on the minecart after taking damage, it does a hop. That's the only time the minecarts themselves jump in this kind of level, apparently. So yeah, I did better, not talking. There's a lesson for you. Maybe these streams should be entirely silent on my half. Some people would prefer that. There's definitely a market for no commentary long plays. But that's a little bit more boring for me. You know? See, I forgot. Again. Oops. Okay, I missed the flitter. Yeah, but it's Twitch, says Given. And if I didn't talk, I wouldn't be able to read your lovely chat, which I do appreciate. The chat. I could, of course, have one of them fancy layouts that them streamers have where it displays all the chat on the side of the screen in text. I don't know how to do that, though. So this is easier. Also, like, this is kind of a concern as well to some extent. I do try to make the streams family friendly, and I have that tag on Twitch. And sometimes people say naughty words in the chat, and then I choose not to read them out loud. So that's the thing. Nuts. I wish there were more DK barrels in this stage. Oh God. So, Kathy asked me an interesting question yesterday. I've been watching the Ewoks cartoon, available now on Disney Plus under Vintage Star Wars. And she said, so what do you like better, the Ewoks cartoon or the Ewoks live action movies? And I had to think about that. That's a really difficult question. Because the movies are a lot of fun. They got a lot of cool puppets and sets and stuff. They feel like, ugh, because of like the Lucas live action film connection. I kind of think of them in the same way as like Dark Crystal and that kind of thing. And the plot of the first one at least is kind of similar with the epic quest kind of thing. Or like Labyrinth. They gather companions as they go. But one thing I like about the cartoon is that it has, female main characters that get to do more stuff. Because like Sindel is technically the protagonist of the movies. Oh God. But she's literally 4 years old. So, you know, that kind of limits what she's able to do in the movie and as an actor. And she even gets put in damsel in distress mode in the second one at a certain point. But I really like Nisa and Latara as characters in the cartoon. And I've just got to the episode where, spoilers, but they meet Nisa's long-lost sister. Although, whoa, okay. Yeah, we'll see how she gets used, because I think that's like literally the last episode of the first season, and then in the second season things are pretty different. They changed the format of the show a bit and changed out all the actors, and the character designs are altered a bit. Yeah, it's pretty weird. The theme song's a lot better in season 2 though. Gibbon says, why wasn't there ever a Willow cartoon? Yeah. Yeah, Willow is another thing that the Ewok movies feel like as well. And not just because they both star Warwick Davis. I know there was a Willow comic, by which I mean one of those... Well, Marvel did a lot of movie adaptations, and that was one of them. So it's kind of a truncated adaptation. Alright, this is the furthest I've ever gotten. Oh, I knew that would be a problem. Oh my gosh! Oh, couldn't even... Oh, bloody hell. The way the camera was moving in and when I jumped, I could barely see the minecart as it was going on the bottom. But yeah, Willow would have been a great fodder for a Saturday morning cartoon for sure. Maybe the adventures of baby what's-her-face in her later years. The next generation. Then you could have new characters and legacy characters. Kind of like Star Wars, I guess. Oh, not again. This is taking way too long. And I haven't even seen the midway point yet. I really hope I don't have to go back into this level for extras. Oh, really? Gibbon says, there was an expanded Willow novelization and a series of sequel novels written by Claremont based on outlines from Lucas for a film trilogy he wanted to make about older Elora. Ah, there you go. That was my idea. Older Elora. And now there's going to be a Disney Plus show that will likely ignore those. Yeah, well, that's the way these things go, isn't it? The Dark Crystal show ignored the prequel manga and the comics that had been out before. Gibbon also says, they've made this level way too hard. Well, you saw the pause screen. Oh no, it wasn't the pause screen. It was the, like, an earlier intro screen. The game is hard. You've been warned. But yeah, it might be too hard. The fact that it's SNES styled certainly makes me miss running a SNES emulator with save states and stuff. Because that would certainly streamline this process, that's for sure. But, yeah. That's what this stream is then. The nitty-gritty, the real experience. Okay, so... Oh yeah! This is the furthest I've gone. Whoa! Bah! Gibbon says, old school difficulty is one thing, but this is dumb. Well... Looks like this will be a full-length stream after all. I told you I spoke too soon. Alright, let me tell you about something that happened to me yesterday. I was sitting there happily playing my 3DS. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, for some reason, is what I've chosen to play. And the game cuts out. Like, oh, no. Oh, because I took that damage with Diddy, the cart did the hop afterwards. And I was actually able to survive the gap in the track. That's interesting. Okay. So it had this message, there is no game pack inserted, please, I think the only action you could take there was press home to go to the home screen. So it had stopped reading the card, and this is a problem I've had before. Cards not being recognized, have to insert them a few times, but it always eventually works. I've tried cleaning the contacts on the cards, that's not the problem. So what I did this time was tried cleaning the contacts on the inside, even though, you know, the 3DS isn't like a retro old console where the pins will all be corroded. And yes, when I stuck the cotton tip in there, It was clean when I pulled it out. Of course, it's really hard to get in there because it's quite a tight, narrow space. So that wasn't the issue. The pins aren't dirty. So I had a closer look at them. I shone a torch in there and I had a close look. Yeah, they're not corroded, but half of them, like half of these pins, are bent out of place. Yikes. So I look up how do you repair the pins inside of a 3DS game card reader. What I get results for is how to replace the whole card reader itself. And that is a tricky process. You got to open the thing up. There's all different kinds of screws. I think in some models it's even soldered onto the board. But you can get replacement parts. It's pretty intimidating though. Oh yeah, okay. This is the furthest I've been again. Let's just focus for a second. And yes, holding run is kind of necessary for some of these bits. I thought it would start earlier. There was a delay before it started rolling. Okay. Yeah, this is my question, Gibbon. How did this happen? One thing I read was like, if you put a game card in the wrong way, like if you're silly enough to try and force a game card in upside down, it can bend the pins. But I've never done that. And I'm aware of damaging them. So another thing I always do is I always try and have a game cart inserted so that nothing will like fall into the slot and dirty it up. But it is kind of spring loaded, but the pins themselves aren't, are they? I guess they can move, but just wondering if keeping something in there at all times is detrimental. I don't know. I don't feel like it would be. But yeah, I don't know how this happened. But the long and short of it is that my 3DS is never going to reliably read game cards anymore. Luckily, in the height of the 3DS gaming era, both Kathy and I had our own 3DSs, so there's still two in the house. She said I could borrow hers if I ever want to play a game card, which is very nice of her. Hers is a 2DS XL, so it's very nice, feels good in the hand, light as well to hold, but sadly I'll never be able to use the 3D feature again. What the heck was that? Dixie's sprite stayed up back there. Weird. Alright, delay, jump, jump. Oh my god, we've done it. We've done it! We're here. Okay, there's a platform here. Is there a bonus barrel somewhere? Oh, this is such a relief. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's moving. I did not expect this. What? How do you get over that? Team throw, I guess. Given keeps reacting to the surprises this level's throwing out. This level is dumb, she says. Yeah, so I'm pretty upset. I really liked my 3DS. Excuse me? Yeah, I've really lamented the loss of the era of dual screen gaming with my Wii U and 3DS and my DS. So yeah, but luckily, you know, we've got that backup. I can still play game cards on this other device, which is really, you know, good to be able to have that, you know, real first world kind of thing. Like, one of my two 3DSs doesn't do things anymore. So yeah, because my primary new 3DS XL is kind of stuffed in that way, I'm going to turn it into a... Don't tell anyone. I'm going to install custom firmware. I'm going to homebrew my 3DS. It's pretty exciting. It's not something I've done before. I've installed arbitrary unsigned software on my PSP, and including emulators, but yeah, 3DS will be a new advancement on that. Yeah, this is the team throw section, it seems like, Eben. It's just tricky to pull it off. Ah! I gotta land on there because last time when I landed on the platform afterwards, it didn't register. Arrgh. Okay. Gotta do it later. Or further to the right. Another level where team throw is required. I shouldn't have tried. So I can make that one. And then do this. Uh-oh. Oh, what's that? A banana coin. Never mind. Yes. Carbines here. I wonder if I could just defeat them in this level. There have been times previously in this game where you can... Ow! You can kill the carbines. Oh, nuts! Okay, well at least I'm not in a minecart anymore. That was really starting to get on my nerves. Oh, it's DK. No more ponytail twirling over obstacles for me. Ugh, it happened again. Oh boy. What's that banana for? It's tricking me. Oh no. In DKC2 there was this trick you could do where you could do multiple team throws in midair. I don't know how you do it, but key for speedrunners. Courtney probably did it during the time when she was speedrunning DKC2. So I could ask her. Probably doesn't work in this game. Whoa! Didn't go up. Went forward. Didn't work. Ah. Okay. So we're still on the lookout for a G and a DK coin. Right? Have I got the bonus? Maybe a bonus too. Oof. So I think the fireballs lose the hitbox after hitting the ground in this case. Nuts. Well, hope I don't need to team throw again. Okay. I do need to team throw for that, at least. Okay. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, okay. They were supposed to fix enemies going through walls, but I guess not going through the floor. Well, it's always a relief to know the information. I know where the DK coin is, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I think I'm still missing the bonus though. Oh, it did it. It did it again. There's a problem with this game. You team up, and then for no reason that you have input, the Kongs cancel the team up. That's a bug. It was not fixed in the 2.1 patch, it seems. Or at least not in all cases. But, yeah, you never know. It might be my controller. There are different, like, controller configurations inbuilt into the thing. Oh, that reminds me, the colors. I never did that. Can't do it now. It's a bit too intense of this. Okay, well, I'm standing still now, so I'm going to press F6. Diddy has changed color to yellow. Press it again. Now he's blue. And the same goes for DK, although, sorry, I'm a bit busy. It changes the color of his tie. Now these bazookas only shoot as you approach them. So it's easy enough to get around that. Okay. Can I defeat Cuff and Clout with a team throw? I don't know, and I'm not going to try right now. Oh! Ugh! Go! Oh my gosh, yes. Let's go. Oh no! Moved over too soon, hit the thing, got respawned back at the barrel, fell down, died. Okay. So about those colors. We've got green and back to red. As for DK, you can just see his tie is yellow. Now it's blue. Now it's green. And back to red. So those are the options. Primary colors. You cycle through them by pressing the function keys. It's not the best. Like, it's still a little bit kind of hazy at the edges, so I do prefer the defaults. Although, yeah, these guys start red and go through primaries. I wonder what Dixie and Kitty look like. Something to remember. Oops. Ah. Well, at least I got the DK coin. It's gonna make that cuff section harder. Oh yeah. Good. Dare I try this? Oh, well, I dropped her anyway. Never mind. Ah. No! Oh my gosh. No, wait, stop. Yeah. Ah. Ah. Oh. Exciting. Infuriating. Yeah. That was close. Alright, here's Dixie. Let's check her colors. Darker kind of purple, orange, green, and pink. Purple, orange, green, pink. Again, I prefer the defaults. These ones look like they're done a little better than the red recolors, but... Oh no! Woof! I can use Dixie to bypass some of these, but yeah, like this. No! See? She lets go. Why does she let go? That's not me doing that. No, it's too far. Not that one. The next one. I wonder how much of this level I can skip. I could do this, okay. I don't think I can make it to the next bit. Unless I bop on the carbines. Hello? Come on. Catch up, platform. Oh, I tried to roll jump to try and bop on a carbine, but I just fell off instead. Yeah, even if I bop them, there'd be that gap, so that's no good. Nope, that's a death. So there's an answer for you. Oh no! Great. Ooh! Okay. No! Okay. I can't believe I was so arrogant to think I would finish this level. Finish this world under 2 hours. Okay, let's see what Kitty looks like. Green, red, grey, and light blue. Cute. No! Why? Okay, well. See? See? Maybe if you timed it right, you could do this part of the level as Kiddy Kong wins by doing absolutely nothing. Luigi and Mario Party style. I hate these guys. I could probably team throw over them, but it doesn't work so reliably when you're landing on the moving platform. And there's a very small gap at the edge of that static platform. Oh no. Well. Oh my gosh. That was unprecedented. Now, wait. What? That's the end? What? How did I not get past that before? Now, did I get the bonus? I didn't. No. Thank you, Gibbon. But we're gonna have to go back. We have to go back in there. And it looks like I'm gonna need to grind for lives before the next stream again. So down to the 20s and started with 50. Where could it be? Oh, where could it be? That's my Luke Skywalker impression. He says that line about C-3PO 2 times in a row with the exact same cadence. It's very strange. Nope. What? Team throw is slightly buggy, which sucks when you have to rely on it. Okay. Any ideas? We're looking for a bonus, and I'm gonna have to do the whole level again. That's okay, I've done it once. That means I can do it again automatically with no problems. One of my theories is that it's in that zone where there's like a wall of zingers. Maybe it's in the middle of that, but having to damage boost to get something is not something that the game has ever required, really, is it? In there, see? The camera kind of moves up. You can't see what's in there. But why would... Because there was another wall of zingers at the end. That's the only thing that makes me go, Whoops. You gotta hold the run button to get a longer jump. Alright, let me tell you about my Donkey Kong and Friends pixel art. It's really cool. Go check it out at deviantart.com/miloscat, I think. Anyway, it's fun. I drew 100 different Kongs and 213 other characters. I kind of talked about last time some of the more obscure Kongs I'd drawn, but it goes deeper than what I said, definitely. I pretty much only talked about the first 2 rows. But I drew like the unused character from DKC3 that was like the crosshair character that shoots at you. There's a render of it as this metallic ape-like robot with one of the carbine guns, and there's a propeller attached to its butt and it's flying upside down. It's very strange, but we decided that was an ape, so it's in there with the baddies, including the Jungle Beat evil Kongs. Sassy Squatch from King of Swing, which is kind of an ice elemental creature in the shape of a Sasquatch. Oh well, here's my chance. Yep, there ain't nothing there, buddies. Speaking of the DKC cartoon, I drew all the unique Kongs from that, including Eddie the Mean Old Yeti, Kung Fu and Baby Kong, which we talked about earlier, and Candy Clone, which let me draw the show's design of Candy Kong, because otherwise all the characters in that show are pretty similar to their game counterparts. Candy often gets redesigns, so the fact that there's another character that's separate to her but looks identical means that I get a chance to draw that design of the character separately here. One of my thoughts is that there's a bonus on one of those kind of static platforms, but I don't know how they would handle the moving cart that goes underneath after you return from the bonus. Yeah, I did one little check and I got out of sync with the cart and fell behind. Oh yeah, the Robot Kong. There's one episode in season 3 of the cartoon where Cranky is building a robot to work at Bluster's Barrel Factory. And in comparison to Candy Clone, it's much more low-tech. It's made up of scrap and stuff. Its head is a toaster. Yeah, it's a lot more low-tech, and its intelligence is very lacking as well. Candy Clone seems very intelligent, or articulate at least. The Robot Kong that Cranky builds can follow simple instructions, and that's about it. Ah! But it ends up swapping bodies with DK, which is how you get the song I'm a Metalhead. I'm a metalhead, a metalhead, a metalhead, which the chorus sounds a lot like Daft Punk's Around the World. coincidence? I think not. Nah, okay. I don't know what's gonna happen now, but I'm gonna keep flying. Well, okay. What? That was the game screwing me over. Gibbon says, one of those jumps from one cart to the next, it sounds like the cart you just left lands on a track. Oh, maybe that's just every discarded cart dying. Yeah, I agree. One of those threw me off earlier as well. That would be a good place to hide a bonus, but it's almost like a blind jump thing. And this game rarely has those. There's always some way you can stand somewhere and then have the camera catch up and you just catch a glimpse of where you're supposed to find a thing. Ugh! Okay, that was weird. Let's go back again. Who else have I got on here? I've got every Slam Dunk Kong character, which is only 3, but it's King Kong 10, it's the main character, and it's the boss of all 2, who's like a rip-off of Terry Bogard in gorilla form, and then the final boss, who is some kind of like balding yeti. No, I don't know why I thought that. Your jump is like quite nerfed on this level, jumping out of a minecart. You don't jump very high. I feel like in at least 2, there were roller coaster stages where you could jump off the cart and maybe they would hide something just above a zinger, but it would only be like a life balloon or something. Oh, maybe it was a bonus one time. Yeah, that feels right. There were more of them in those levels, of course. Let's see, who else have I got in here? One of my favorite discoveries from watching the Saturday Supercade for the podcast that Gibbon and I do, the Arcade Era Power Hour, was watching Saturday Supercade, all the segments that we could find that were available on YouTube or elsewhere. And maybe like a third of the episodes are just gone. They're not backed up anywhere. They're not viewable. But of the ones that we had, there's like some of my favorites are the ones where they have other Kong characters. So they go to a zoo and like have to thwart some poachers who are stealing animals from the zoo. Oh, God. And in the process, they meet this this gorilla who is identified as... oh no, in the poacher one, yeah, it was Sunny, who is just sort of like another gorilla. And then there's a different episode, which was also a zoo. Yeah, because like when you're traveling across the continental United States, you're not going to often run into other gorillas. One time there's an episode that I wasn't able to watch, but there's like a few screen caps of it where at the end Junior meets a wrestling gorilla who is like a sideshow attraction, and the wrestling gorilla gives him a lead on where Senior is. It's only a small part of the episode, but yeah, Sonny and Uncle Julius are bigger parts of their episodes. Sonny's in a DK Junior episode. No, I've got that around the wrong way, actually. Uncle Julius is the normal-looking gorilla, and that's like Junior's... Junior calls him Uncle Julius, so it implies that, like, it's Senior's brother, perhaps. But Sonny is the cool one. He's wearing, like, a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses and shorts. He's basically Funky Kong, but predating Funky Kong. And then... that's in that's in an episode of Donkey Kong, and Mario and Pauline pursue Donkey Kong as he goes to Africa to find Sonny's mama. Oh no, I'm so bad at this game. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Those are some of my favorite episodes, those ones. For Junior, it's Gorilla, Ghost, and for Donkey Kong, it's the episode... I don't remember. When I said that I'm bad at this game, Gibbon said, nah, this level is just really badly designed. Genuinely bad level. Well. They can't all be winners. Ah, go away, you jerk. I might have to find the bonus on my own time, come back to this. Might do a follow-up on the next stream. So, yeah. I wonder if you maybe want to hit that barrel and then it takes you to an alternate path. That's my one theory, and I'll try that. If that doesn't work, I'll beat the boss and I will move on. And I'll find that last bonus on my own time and I'll catch you up on the next stream. But that's the one lead I want to investigate right now. Hit the barrel on purpose. See if it takes me to an alternate level of track. Because that earlier bit just now, it trains you to see a line of mincers and you're going down a slope and you have to jump at the bottom to avoid that other mincer. That's what it's training you to do. And it has the appearance of a similar trap that would then kill you if you do hit the thing at the bottom. But I wonder if that's like a double bluff trick where you do want to hit it if you want to get this optional bonus. That's my theory. So let's test it out. Here it is. Want want. Which means this is now opened up and I died. Great! My theory was incorrect. So we're gonna go fight the boss. Let's do it. Forget that. Forget that dumb level. Dumb drum. Saw him on the map screen. The reprise. Oh, okay. Dumb drum hurts you, of course. I wonder if he's gonna drop enemies at me. What? Okay, so this boss works differently to every other boss. You don't get that mercy invincibility frame thing after dealing a blow. But I am doing damage. It looks like it's reacting. Okay. Is it just going to jump back and forward though? Let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row 5 has tons of obscure Kongs. I think my favorite is... Oh, a Neek appeared. So it starts spawning enemies at that stage of its cycle, but if you hit it with the TNT early enough, it skips that. It goes back to jumping. Kind of want to see what it spawns though. Click-clacks this time. Yeah, my favorite one on that row 5, is Coco the Monkey, the Cocoa Pops cereal mascot from Kellogg's, because there was like a Kellogg's adver game, an advertising game. I think they might have given it away free in boxes of cereal, maybe. This is a game called Kellogg's Mission Nutrition, or Mission Kellogg's, or Tony and Friends New Adventures. No. Yeah, Tony and Friends New Adventures: Invasion in Kellogg's Land. It has the most convoluted title. I think it was released only in Europe, and that last title is the German one, which was the original release. When they re-released it in the UK and in Scandinavia and other places, they changed up some of the mascots for local cereals or local variations, because like the German one has this bear and it has a frog, and I guess they don't have the same cereals in all parts of Europe. So like they changed out the bear for Cornelius the Rooster from Cornflakes. They changed out Smacks the Frog from Honey Smacks for Snap, Crackle and Pop from Rice Bubbles. And they have superior swimming ability, although Smacks makes a lot more sense for that, being a frog and all. And apart from that, you can play as Tony the tiger, who's in all versions. The bear and Cornelius aren't playable. Who's the other one? Yeah, there's 3 playable characters, either Snap, Crackle or Pop, depending on the level, or Smacks, depending on your version of the game. That's one character. The other character is Tony, and then the other character is Coco the Monkey, who has superior vine climbing abilities. So it's like situational uses for the different characters. Now, the reason why I included Coco the Monkey in this pixel art is because the graphical style of this game is very heavily inspired by Donkey Kong Country. The pre-rendering look, and the antagonist is a giant crocodile with a crown. It's pretty... yeah, I would say inspired, so similar to Slam Dunk Kong, but not quite as blatant. Maybe I'll even play it someday. Sadly, much like Slam Dunk Kong, it doesn't look like it plays much like Donkey Kong Country. Oh, come on! The explosion hit it, but the actual hitbox of the barrel hitting it didn't count. Or it didn't hit it. Didn't make contact. Terrible. Whoa! That was close. So yeah, much more dangerous Dumb Drum than the original appearance in DKC1, where it was just an enemy gauntlet. Seems the safest thing to do is wait till it starts spawning. That'll give you the best chance of actually landing a hit. Oh no! There we go. I can even skip the enemy spawns. I'm kind of curious about what it's spawning, but it's kind of irrelevant, to be honest. Oh, armies. Okay. Yeah. Take that. Luckily, it does despawn the enemies that have come out after I land the hit. That makes things a little bit easier. I do want to tell you, before I'm finished here, about one of my favorite animal buddies that I drew in the many that are there. Oh, well, I get more time. So the first row of animal buddies I've done is all the DKC series, or rare series buddies. All the ones that you'd expect are there. But the second row is a little bit more deep pulls. So I've got the Jungle Beat buddies there, of course. I've got the Zinger that was being ridden in the sort of concept trailer of Donkey Kong Racing, the cancelled GameCube game. And Espresso 2 from Donkey Kong Country 2 GBA, which Mario Wiki does not acknowledge as a separate character, despite the fact that Cranky buys it from a very young ostrich and raises it. So it can't be the same Espresso that we've seen before. I've also got there the animals that take the form of items in Barrel Blast. So that's the Mini Necky and the Mini Zingers. But my favorite deep pull of the animal buddies is the albatross. This is a bird that was a friend to DK Jr. in the DK Jr. Game & Watch. But I don't remember an albatross in any of the DK Jr. Game & Watches, you say, having played all 3 of the LCD games that were derived from DK Jr. Well, I say, have you played Game & Watch Gallery 3 and 4? Because they have a modern remake of the first DK Jr. Game & Watch. And there's like a few different level designs that you go through. It's a bit more elaborate. It's really cool. It's a great modern remake. And it still has the original setting where it's DK Jr. saving Senior from Mario, where sometimes they change the setting, like when they did the modern remake of DK3, instead of DK and Stanley, it's DK and Mario. They replaced Stanley with Mario, and that's very sad. Yeah, so part of the setup in the modern remake of DK Jr. in Game & Watch Gallery 3 and 4 is that you go from one platform to the next by climbing on vines, and then at one point you have to wait for a bird to land or to sort of hover in place. Whoa! Crumple. That's a hardcore enemy to spawn at you. The funny thing about this bird is apparently it's the exact same sprite that was used in Wario Land, I think 2? For a bird that Wario uses as a platforming crutch at some point. So this is a bird individual that has helped both DK Jr. and Wario. Nuts! And it's like chronologically, since that's a retelling of earlier events, the first animal buddy of the Kongs. And I think that's very cute. I also included the whale from Donkey Kong Country Returns, who you ride on the back of for a level, and you bump its back with a hand slap to make it shoot a stream of water out of its blowhole. Gibbon says that this is further proof that the city levels in early Wario lands are just Big Ape City. Indeed. And that's a fun connection to make. Yeah, DKCR actually had more opportunities for drawing animal buddies than I thought at first, because, like, Rambi's the only animal buddy in Returns, right? Yeah, kinda. But you've also got the whales, or the one whale, that kind of counts, I guess. But look at the concept art. There's a sort of concept, didn't want to use the same word twice, but I had to, of DK and I think Diddy as well, like holding onto the back of this giant sort of armored fish. This is a placoderm, which is a type of fish from ancient times. The Dunkleosteus was one of these. That's an extinct one. The coelacanth is kind of like this as well. But they're all placoderms. So it's a sort of unidentified placoderm character. Red. Of course, DKCR doesn't have any water levels, but I also included Rambunctious, prospective animal body from DK Land. So I figured any stuff in concept art was fair game. And then there's one that's maybe even more legitimate than that, because the dioramas that you can collect in Returns and then view the model and it spins around. One of them has DK riding on the back of the elephant character that you see in the background and holding up a peanut on a string to tempt it along, which is a cute image. But since DK is seen riding this animal, even if it's not in the gameplay itself, then yeah, hey, heck, it's an animal buddy, even if it doesn't have a name. Oops. Oh boy. And Dumb Drop does damage to me, so I can't just... Come on. Whoa! Luckily that Tnt Barrel stayed there, but I've lost it now. Oh, it's so dangerous going over. Going under is a lot safer. Cool. Meh. Oh, the army hit me on the way up and it caused damage on the way through. That's rough. I've also got in the third row of animal buddies, one of my other favorites, Donkey Kong's horse. You remember this animal buddy, Donkey Kong's horse? He rides it a lot, actually, over a period of 8 years, 8 or 9 years. He's consistently ridden one horse on several occasions. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't played enough Mario and Sonic at the Olympic games. Because 2012, 2016, and 2020, so not the original, but all the other ones. Actually, Donkey Kong wasn't even in the original. Did you know that? Weird. Yeah, those 3 other games, they have equestrian events, and each character that's playable has their own unique horse. And I don't know if they're all consistent. I think Sonic's changes appearance in certain games, but Donkey Kong's is the same in every game. It's a dark brown color with a slightly different brown in its mane. And it's got like a yellow harness, including like these ankle attachments. And yeah, it's the same horse in 3 different Olympic games that DK is associated with. So hey, if that's not an animal body, I don't know what is. And that counts for the horses that you ride in Mario Sports Superstars as well, in the horse racing mode. Although they're a little bit of a different case, because in that game you could customize your horse. You weren't stuck with one design. You could freely adjust the appearance of the horse and its accessories. But Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are associated with certain horses in like official art and amiibo cards and stuff. Wow, how did so many critters fit in that tin? Good question, Cranky. Good question. All right. Wow, what a ride. I'm gonna pop back in here, save the game in this world, and then I'll go get that other bonus off screen and I'll tell you about it next time. Oh, I should give a preview of, yeah, of the next world, I suppose, before we end today. Man, this game, it's really keeping me going. Because it's hard. But it is a challenge that I have overcome so far. Except for that one bonus. I'll get it at some point. Yeah, looking forward to the climax of this game, definitely. Seeing what it has at the end. On the next stream, I'll look at the extras folder. Volcarul is the final world here. World 8. Oh, that pirate ship. Okay, it's over there. It's a dancing hologram of K. Rool. That is not exactly what I expected. But yeah, what have we got? The usual stuff, but all very lava tinged. And of course the massive statue of K. Rool in the middle. Wow, that's what we got to look forward to next time. Yeah, that'll probably be on the normal time next Wednesday. So, until then, enjoy yourself and play Donkey Kong Country fan games. There's several of them. What else can I say? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.